Welcome back to Midwest Access. I'm meteorologist Sarah Gannon. A beautiful, beautiful afternoon out and about. A great day to kind of open up the windows and just refresh the house, get some nice fresh air in there. Temperature-wise, very comfortable, slightly below average into those mid-70s, but check out these dew points into the 50s. Very comfortable air mass in place. Hard to believe that it's middle tail end of August. And typically we see a lot more humidity here this time of year, but beautiful conditions. And as we check out those dew points across additional portions of the upper Midwest, you can see dew points into the 40s up towards Duluth, Bemidji, St. Cloud, the Twin Cities, Wausau there, about 41 for that dew point. So very nice, comfortable, dry air mass over much of the upper Midwest. Notice to our south, though, Waterloo, Davenport, Des Moines, sitting into the 60s for those dew points, about 70 in Omaha. So if you're looking to get out and about here this evening, a perfect opportunity to spend some time outside. We've got temperatures expected to stay in the 70s. They're about 8 o'clock tonight, cooling back towards those 60s for the late nights and into the overnights, some upper 50s to low 60s. So continuing with our muggy meter here, we'll look to see some relatively comfortable conditions as we move into this weekend. Dew points, though, maybe ticking up a bit more towards those lower 60s, mid 60s at best as we look ahead to tomorrow and Friday. The reason being for that is we're tracking a little more rainfall back in the region. So some more moisture on the way. Looking at some isolated showers and storms on the way for your Thursday, mainly towards the late afternoon into those evening hours. And there is a chance some spots could see maybe some stronger, even severe storms possible, especially towards our northern fringe there into Goodhue, Rice, Steele counties, areas towards Rochester in that level 1 risk for severe activity. Overall, wind and hail would be our primary threats. Best chance for severe weather, though, is just north of our area towards the Twin Cities metro area, into portions of western Wisconsin and into far southwestern Minnesota. Tomorrow, keeping an eye on those later day shower and thunderstorm chances, but some sunshine expected for the morning. High temperatures tomorrow expected to be in the upper 70s to low 80s. Here's that 10-day forecast for southern Minnesota. We are keeping an eye on those 80s here through the end of the work week. Notice by this weekend, a beautiful stretch of weather, plenty of sun, highs into the 70s.
Before we get to those news headlines, one last check on your first alert forecast here on Midwest Access.
Beautiful, beautiful weather out there this evening. So if you want to get out and about, take a nice little walk, it's certainly a perfect evening to do so. We are tracking some thunderstorm chances on the way for your Thursday afternoon, especially into the evening hours. Chief Meteorologist Nick Jansen will have all of those latest first alert forecast details next.
Sarah Gannon joins us live from the weather patio tonight. Sarah, what are you tracking for the rest of this evening?
Well, hey there, Olivia. Things pretty comfortable out here tonight. I almost need a light jacket out here on the weather patio. It's just absolutely beautiful. We are looking ahead to a pretty quiet night for the region. Some clear sky as we check in with your satellite and radar. However, heading into tomorrow, we are gearing up for some later day shower and thunderstorm chances. So looking ahead to the afternoon time frame, especially towards that evening commute into the early evening hours, better chance for some shower and thunderstorm activity. So looking ahead to tomorrow's outlook, a dry, crisp start to the day, plenty of sunshine through the midday. Then we watch clouds gradually increasing after about that 4 or 5 o'clock time frame with some straight isolated showers and thunderstorms possible, especially to move through the Rochester area towards about 7 o'clock or so, extending through about 8, 9 o'clock in the evening. So continue to track the latest details on that first alert forecast with those rain chances on the way for tomorrow evening.
All right, thank you, Sarah. We'll check back in soon.
And your Thursday not expected to be a complete washout. However, we are watching for some shower and thunderstorm activity later into the day. So monitoring your evening commute into your Thursday evening pretty closely here as we watch a chance for some shower, thunderstorm activity. Maybe a couple stronger cells are possible. We'll track out the latest details in your first alert forecast next.
Here's your first alert weather with meteorologist Sarah Gannon.
We have been enjoying some pretty comfortable conditions all across the area today. Those dew points currently starting to slowly tick back up. We're sitting mainly into those upper 50s, starting to see some lower 60s sneak back in. So if you're loving or have been loving the comfortable dew points, a little bit more sticky conditions on the way here for your Thursday and into Friday. But notice by this weekend, expecting to see some really comfortable conditions as dew points are expected to stay into the 50s, maybe even sneaking into the upper 40s in some locations. So a pretty comfortable stretch on the way this weekend, but still monitoring some increased levels of that humidity tomorrow and into Friday. The reason being is our next rain chance. We are going to be watching for some shower and thunderstorm chances later tomorrow afternoon into the evening hours, and some of that humidity may linger into early Friday. So aside from Thursday's rain chance, we'll monitor early Monday, but big focus will be for tomorrow. There is a chance for some locations here in southern Minnesota and northern Iowa to see a level 2 out of a level 5 risk for severe storms. I think our overall threat looking to be more isolated for us in southern Minnesota and northern Iowa, but folks towards western Wisconsin up by Rice Lake, the Twin Cities area, Mankato, Redwood Falls, Fairmont, Worthington, Spencer, Iowa in that level 2 risk. Folks in the level 1 risk of Rochester, Winona County, back towards Austin, Albert Lee, just north of the Mason City area, back towards Algona. That's that level 1 risk in the green there. And overall, main hazards tomorrow, should we see strong to severe storms, would be large hail. That would be our main concern. Secondary threat would be some strong gusty winds. So in terms of timing for rainfall, we're looking towards the later afternoon, primarily into that evening hour. So anywhere from around 6 o'clock through about 10 o'clock, probably our best timing for that shower and thunderstorm activity. Rochester region, probably about 7, 8 o'clock for that best timing. So keep an eye on the forecast, especially for that evening commute tomorrow. Here's a look at that 10-day forecast for Mankato, monitoring those isolated showers and storms here for tomorrow evening. A beautiful weekend is ahead. Same thing for the Rochester area. Some sunshine to kick off tomorrow morning, followed by that evening storm chance. The weekend, though, looking absolutely fabulous. Definitely make some outdoor plans if you're able to.
I will say this morning felt really nice. It was a little bit cooler in the morning.
A good opportunity to open up those windows before work, right?
Of course. All right. Thanks, Sarah.
We are looking forward to a little more moisture, some straight isolated showers and thunderstorms possible for you the second half of your Thursday. Not a washout, but certainly keep the umbrella handy, especially if you have some evening plans to do some running around. We are looking forward to plenty of sunshine and some comfortable temperatures throughout much of the morning into the early afternoon. We'll talk about the latest details on that storm chance, as there may be a risk for a few strong to severe storms possible in the area. Your first alert weather is coming up in just a couple minutes. And we are monitoring the chance for a few showers and thunderstorms later in the day on your Thursday. I have the first alert weather details next.
Meteorologist Sarah Gannon joins us live from the weather patio. Sarah, what are you tracking for our Thursday?
Well, Olivia, we are keeping an eye on some upcoming rain chances for the area on Thursday. Not a washout. We'll actually see a good chunk of the day pretty dry. It'll be more towards that evening commute into the later day where we watch those showers and thunderstorms to rumble through. This evening, a pretty quiet, comfortable night here in the region. Almost need a light layer out on the weather patio. Sky conditions clear and quiet here for tonight. Heading into the overnight, tomorrow morning, a beautiful day, a beautiful start to the day. We are, though, keeping an eye on that late afternoon, evening commute, early evening time frame for some showers and thunderstorms to rumble through. There's a chance a few of those storms may be on the strong to severe side throughout portions of the area, so we'll monitor that closely heading into your Thursday. But a crisp start with highs with temperatures in the 50s and 60s, and we warm up nicely seasonably into the lower 80s. So we'll track out more on those first alert forecast details, including that potential severe threat in your forecast in just a few minutes.
All right. Thank you, Sarah.
And we look to see a little sunshine for our Thursday before we might need to put those umbrellas to use. Keeping an eye on some late day shower and thunderstorm chances, but the bulk of your Thursday should be seeing some nice sunshine and seasonable temperatures in the upper 70s to low 80s. And again, sun for the morning, bringing in those clouds and those storm chances for later in the day. There's a chance for a couple strong to severe storms possible in the region. We'll track out those first alert forecast details next.
Here's your first alert weather with meteorologist Sarah Gannon.
We are continuing to keep an eye on some comfy conditions this evening, but a little more humidity back in the forecast for tomorrow. Dew points at this point in time sitting in towards those mid to upper 50s. Seeing a few spots sneaking into those lower 60s south of I-90. So looking ahead to that muggy meter for tomorrow and Friday, with that rain chance building back in, we will see some slightly higher dew points, lower 60s, so a little sticky feeling. Nothing super humid. So some great news there. Even better, though, heading into this weekend as we lose that bit of humidity that we'll see the next 2 days. Very comfortable conditions heading into this weekend and early next week. And like I said, we'll see those increased dew point levels and that increased humidity because of our storm chance for tomorrow evening. Not a widespread system, staying pretty isolated in manner for the region, but better chance for some activity later in the afternoon into those early evening hours. Now, we will have to monitor the possibility of seeing a few stronger thunderstorms, especially to our west. So Twin Cities metro area towards Redwood Falls, Mankato, Fairmont, Worthington, Spencer, Iowa, in that direction. A level 2 out of a level 5 severe risk. Now, some of our other counties in the green here, you can see Wabasha, Wabasha County, Olmsted County, Austin area, Albert Lee, just north of Mason City and towards Algona, looking in that level 1 out of a level 5 severe risk. Hail will be our primary concern in terms of hazards for tomorrow. Should we see any strong to severe thunderstorms, monitoring things pretty closely, some gusty winds may be in play as well. So monitoring tomorrow evening's forecast closely. Looking at that rainfall forecast, morning hours tomorrow, dry, quiet. We'll even see plenty of sun. So a nice quiet start to the day. However, increasing those rain chances after about 4 or 5 o'clock in the afternoon. I'd say the Rochester area seeing those thunderstorms rumbling through about 7 to 8 o'clock in the evening. Here's that 7-day forecast for Mankato as we track some 70s by this weekend. And like I said, with those lower dew points, pretty beautiful weekend ahead, so make those outdoor plans for the next as we move into the weekend. Here's that 10-day forecast for Rochester. Some sunshine tomorrow morning, bringing in those evening shower and thunderstorm chances, but a beautiful Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday in store.
Beautiful across the board. Nothing to complain about there.
Absolutely, and that lack of humidity, I think, will just be the icing on the cake this weekend.
All right, thanks, Sarah.
Thanks, Nick. Here's one more look at that 10-day forecast as we track some sunshine to kick off your Thursday and then finish off the day with some shower and thunderstorm chances. There's an opportunity for a few of the storms to be on the stronger side. Hail will be our primary concern with some gusty winds possible as well. But check out Friday extending into this weekend. Very beautiful weather with those upper 70s to low 80s and plenty of sunshine on the way. That wonderful weather just continuing into early next week. And I've got to say, after a little bit more humidity on the way tomorrow and Friday, looking forward to some really dry, comfortable conditions. Dew points expected to be into the 50s, if not cooler than that. Just perfect weather to spend some extra time outside.
I mean, like you said, it's comfortable. At this point in the summer, 80 degrees, that's nothing.
You add in that lower humidity levels and it's just the icing on the cake.
All right, thanks, Sarah. Thank you for joining us tonight. We'll see you back here tomorrow night at 9.
It was a really beautiful Wednesday here in southern Minnesota and northern Iowa. Temperature-wise, right around average, within a 2 to 3 degrees spread. So beautiful out there today. That sun, comfortable, pleasant to enjoy. Dew points, though, very comfortable. And as we look ahead to that forecast for tomorrow, we are gearing up for a little more sunshine, a little more seasonal weather with temperatures in the upper 70s to low 80s. However, tomorrow, a big thing that we're going to notice is the dry conditions for the morning, but by that evening commute and especially into those early evening hours, monitoring the chance for some straight shower and thunderstorms. I think best timing would be anywhere from around 6 o'clock in the evening through about 10 o'clock at night. One other thing that we'll notice heading into the next few days, a bit of an uptick, slight uptick in those dew point levels with dew points reaching some lower to mid 60s. But by this weekend, really feeling very refreshing as dew points sink back to the 50s, if not maybe sneaking towards those upper 40s. So weekend forecast looking absolutely fabulous. Monitoring though those rain chances for tomorrow.
All right, Sarah, thank you so much.
We are keeping an eye on some upcoming rain chances, but some sunshine also included in your Thursday forecast. Looking at a crisp start to the day with temps in those mid-50s to kick off your Thursday. Plenty of sun during the morning hours with cloud cover gradually increasing throughout the afternoon as we track in some shower and thunderstorm chances later into those early evening hours. There's an opportunity for maybe a few stronger thunderstorms to rumble through. We'll break down those first alert forecast details next.
Here's your first alert weather with meteorologist Sarah Gannon.
We have been enjoying that beautiful weather outside today. More comfortable humidity, lack of humidity levels, I should say, are on the way in the coming days. But first, we have a shower and thunderstorm risk for your Thursday. So let's talk about the next big thing, and that's going to be that rain chance for tomorrow. I will say this is probably our better chance to see some activity. However, looking rather sparse in that broken line of thunderstorms that are expected to move through. Maybe a stray chance come Monday. Really from there, not a lot expected in terms of upcoming rain chances. So let's kind of talk about that timing. Not a washout tomorrow. You'll need that umbrella later on towards the second half of the day. So if you're looking to get out and about from, say, lunchtime and earlier through the morning hours, no concerns. Looking forward to some nice sunshine, a crisp start to the day. In fact, heading into those afternoon hours, I do think we get through at least the first half of the afternoon with some dry conditions, increasing those rain chances, though I think after about 5, 6 o'clock in the evening, especially through 7, 8 o'clock in the evening, is where we probably have that better chance of some shower and thunderstorm activity. Most activity, though, should gradually be wrapping up as we head towards those early overnight hours. In terms of severity, I do think there is a possibility of a few stray to isolated shower and thunderstorms that could be on the strong to severe side. Better chance, though, kind of on our northern edge, clipping portions of Goodhue County, Rice County, northern Steele County, up towards the Twin Cities metro area, western Wisconsin, back towards Mankato, Worthington, Spencer, Iowa region. So just kind of on our northern and western edge, could be looking at maybe that level 2 risk. Level 1 risk does include the Rochester area, Wabasha County, portions of Mower, Dodge County, back towards Freeborn County, and as far west as the Kossuth County area. So just again, right on our western edge. Overall, hail will be our main concern for any possible strong to severe storms, followed by a wind threat, but hail will be the main concern for tomorrow. So monitoring things pretty closely. And as I mentioned, looking at a relatively dry stretch for the bulk of the day. Heading into that evening commute and beyond the evening hours, we bring in those straight isolated showers and storms. So not a washout tomorrow, but monitor that later day chance for those thunderstorms for tomorrow. With that rain risk, we increase those dew point levels. A little sticky feeling for your Thursday into Friday, but by the weekend, looking to see some much lower humidity levels. Very comfortable with dew points in the 50s. For the weekend. So as we look at that 10-day forecast, a beautiful stretch of weather on the way for your Friday, extending into this weekend. Tomorrow, though, of course, monitoring those evening shower and thunderstorm chances for the area, even early next week. Looking pretty beautiful as well, with plenty of sun and seasonal temps in the upper 70s to low 80s.
A very comfortable forecast.
Yes.
Yeah, we'll enjoy some of the cooler weather here as we get closer and closer to fall. It's a good type of prep, right?
The months and summer going really fast.
Yeah.
Don't keep reminding us. I'm going to enjoy the rest of summer before, because that means that snow is going to come soon too.
I don't say that
Let's
word.
not get that far.
I know, knock on wood. I don't have
All
wood
right.
here to knock on, so
We'll find some.
We'll find some during the commercial break. Thanks, Sarah.
Let's take a look at that 7-day forecast for the Austin, Mason City, and Winona areas this evening. We are looking forward to some nice sunshine for most of your Thursday. However, those evening hours into the early overnight, tracking to bring in some shower and thunderstorm chances for the region. That'll increase our humidity levels here tomorrow and into Friday. But by this weekend, beautiful, beautiful weather is ahead. We are tracking some very seasonal temperatures. You can see mid to upper 70s, even some low 80s for those afternoon highs between Saturday and Sunday. Plenty of sunshine and low humidity levels makes for a fabulous opportunity to get outside. So get some outdoor plans on the books here for this weekend. Looking ahead to next week, we are keeping an eye on some stray rain chances between Monday night into Tuesday. Otherwise, more seasonal temperatures are on the way in the 70s and the 80s. Nick? Let's take another look at that 10-day forecast as we track a relatively dry for most of our Thursday. However, towards this later evening hours, watching some straight to isolated showers and storms to rumble through. A few of those could be on the strong to severe side, so monitor your Thursday forecast closely, especially if you're out and about running some errands or outside for a bit here heading into your Thursday evening. But Friday extending into this weekend, looking absolutely beautiful. Plenty of sun, lower humidity heading into this weekend, and those temperatures very seasonal in the upper 70s to low 80s. So take advantage of this beautiful August weekend. Heading into early next week, continuing on with a little more sun. There may be another stray chance for some showers and storms, say maybe late Monday into early Tuesday. From there, we watch more seasonal temperatures through the area. So overall, rain chances pretty limited for the region in the upcoming week. Plenty of sun, and hard to believe we're starting to move towards the tail end of August, and we have such seasonal, comfortable temperatures and nice little reprieve from that high humidity.
A perfect forecast in my book.
And perfect for some Iowa high school football.
Yeah, game 1 for Iowa starts not this Friday. Yeah, this Friday, North Iowa.
Oh,
week
today's
0
only
game.
Wednesday. I was
Yeah,
thinking
not
it was
tomorrow.
Thursday. Almost.